Hello, everybody. It's your good friend here, Chief, here on the Fishbowl Radio. How's everybody doing today? Pretty cloudy conditions we got here in Lafayette here so far today. But you know what? We'll see if all these baseball games can be played today, whether or not. I'm expecting Juicy to be on the show later on this episode. We'll see what happens. But that's plenty going on here in the world of college baseball today. Regional play has started. Got some games that are already underway right now. I could try to get you some score updates as soon as I possibly can get them rolling in here on the Fishbowl Radio right now. So we got Clemson and Western Carolina and Oklahoma State and Nebraska. They got their regional started. Actually, Oklahoma State's playing against Nebraska right now. 5-0. Oklahoma State leading that one in the bottom of the fifth. You can catch that game on ESPNU. And here's another score in Charlottesville. William & Mary in Virginia, bottom of the seventh. Virginia's taking care of William & Mary, 13-4. Virginia's leading that one. And also, up in Gainesville, their regional got kicked off here today. And they got Connecticut, UConn Huskies, a number 3 seed, is knocking off Georgia Tech right now, 7-0 here. You can catch that game on ESPN3 if you have that there. Also, another score update coming in Tallahassee here. We have Southern Miss, who's putting a whooping on South Alabama right now, 13-0. You can catch that game on ESPN3 if you have it there. So we have plenty of regionals getting kicked off. Here's Columbia as well. They got regional play going on right now. UNCW is beating Duke 6-0 here in the Columbia Regional. Clemson, we already took care of them. Let's see, Charlottesville, we took care of them. Coral Gables, Miami. Fancy word for that one, I guess. But, yeah, Long Beach is taking care of Florida Atlantic. FAU is losing 2-0 right now to Long Beach State. So, yeah, plenty of action going on in the NCAA Regional here. It's going to be a lot of games being played here today. We had some later on games, I know. But the primary reason we got this episode is for Louisiana here, UL. They're playing today against Princeton. So they got that game. That's going to be a late edition game. I think they got, I know it's 7 o'clock over here. I want to get a time if you're listening on the East Coast here, anywhere. Here, they got UL Lafayette will take on Princeton here, which is kind of interesting. UL always has a different nickname. Some people got them like UL Lafayette. This one on NCAA's website, they got them as LA Lafayette, which I think we need to kind of distinguish that a little bit, get something that's kind of like one thing instead of us have like 3 or 4 different nicknames, kind of get one thing there instead of having 3 or 4 different things. But that's a topic for another episode. I can go into a long thing. This thing was like taken care of even in the state legislature back in like 2000, 1999, I think when the name change happened. That's about 17 years ago. So if you want to go read up on that, it's actually a really interesting thing. I would suggest y'all read it. LSU's playing Utah Valley today, and their game is set to kick off. I think they had the earlier game between them. Yeah, they did. They got it at 2 o'clock. It's about to kick off about an hour from now here. So you got Utah Valley versus LSU. In Southeastern, we'll play Rice in that same Baton Rouge regional. Southeastern they're a pretty good ball club this year, and Rice, they're pretty good too this year. So a lot of good teams being played right now. So y'all get on them dials and y'all have a good time watching these games here. All right, so let's talk about the Lafayette Regional since I want to get that out the way here. At 1 o'clock, which is about to start 2 minutes from now, we're about to have Sam Houston State and Arizona go live, which I don't know if we're going to get all that game in because it's pretty cloudy outside. It's been raining a good bit today. I don't know how to feel that T. Moore Field is so far. They got some campers and RVs set up out there from what I could see when I was coming back in from UL today. So I don't know what game will be played or not. If you're a fan of both them teams, I don't know if it's going to be played today. But if anything, they got this bracket. I think they will have something figured out. I'm pretty sure they got like some kind of weather preparedness plan in place if they can't go today. So, Sam Houston State versus Arizona. This should be a pretty good game. I I think Sam Houston State played UL earlier this year. They had a pretty good ball club when they did play UL. I do think Arizona is the better team. They're really the only team out west that's really playing this year in the regionals. It's hard to believe that the West got really snubbed like that. But, I mean, the West really hasn't been that great this year in baseball, in college baseball terms, because their records haven't been as well as they have been in the past. I mean, not take credit away from some teams that probably should have got it here. Let's see here. I'm surprised today's website is running this smoothly, to be honest. But hey, let's look at the social feed. What's going on with this social here? Who people got think they're going to win here on the NCAA website? 53% is going with Arizona, Sam Houston State. I'm kind of leaning toward a close game between these two. Mac Deggs was an assistant at UL Lafayette back in like 2 years ago when UL was ranked number 1 in the country during that baseball season. So it's going to be real interesting to see how both these teams come out and play. I mean, good job for Matt Deggs. He did really good at Sam Houston State. So far, got them in a regional their first year, which they really haven't been present in those in the last couple of years. So, who will I pick in this game? I'm kind of leaning toward Arizona because, you know, they're kind of holding the banner for the West. So, give me Arizona beating Sam Houston State in this first game here, this regional. So, there's that going on there. We'll see how that all goes. Still hasn't kicked off yet. I'm waiting on the kickoff for this game here. They're probably doing pregame festivities and stuff over there at T-Moore Field right now. So, yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how all these teams do play. Princeton and UL, Lafayette. Princeton, I was looking at their record, which is kind of interesting. They're 24-19 and UL is 41-19. Which, kind of strange that they don't have as many games played, the same amount. UL has played 60 games compared to Princeton. Really not coming close to it. A lot of people think UL is going to win this game. 68% is going with UL. I'm going to agree with them too. I don't think Princeton has enough to pull off the upset, but I mean, we've seen crazier things happen in these regionals here. UL is a very good pitching team this year. Gunnar Leger, Wyatt Marks is getting the start for the Raging Cajuns today. So it's going to be one of those. I don't know if they're even going to get this game in. I haven't looked at the forecast. In fact, let me pull that up while I'm talking about it here. The weather forecast for later on today. Let's see what KTC's got popping right now. Yeah. But yeah, if they do play, I got UL winning this game here. So I got UL winning over Princeton here. Someone made a joke earlier today. Oh, Princeton's going to make everybody smarter on UL Lafayette's team since they're showing up. But yeah, it's all good fun. So we got two interesting games. Did I pick the right? Yeah. Kind of okay, let's see. All right, Utah Valley versus LSU. That's the first game that we played today. I got LSU beating Utah Valley. Let's see what the percentages. I'm going to say over 60% is going to go with LSU. Because, I mean, nobody really knows who Utah Valley is, which this is actually their first regional ever play. Which actually, Baton Rouge is a really good regional to start off with. You got to go anywhere. I mean, why not? Yeah, I was correct. 65% going LSU. I'm going to go with LSU as well. But who knows? Utah Valley, they've had a 37-1 record. Pretty solid so far this year for them. I do think LSU will win this ball game. It'll be very, very interesting for them to see how they play. And LSU usually turn up a notch whenever it gets to regional and super regional times. So I got LSU beating Utah Valley. Now, the game I'm most interested in the Baton Rouge Regional was the one that played at 7 o'clock tonight. Southeastern Louisiana, Hammond, and Rice. Both these teams have been very good to each other. I feel going to go Rice on this one because let's see what they got here. Speaking of the weather forecast here, let me pull up. Okay, watching Saturday, last week watching the weekend. Rains, tropical depression, body reforms east of North Carolina. So we'll see what's going to happen there. Do they have a chart yet? 8-day forecast. Let's see what they got for today. I think it's like, I heard 80% today. I might be wrong. I'm going to check that to make sure. 60% today. 60%, that's Dave's forecast. 60% today, 60% Saturday, 40% Sunday, 30% Monday, then Tuesday it kind of clears out and everything. So, it's going to be tough to get these games in. We'll see if they can. Hopefully they can. That way they can get all this done with here so they don't have much to really say. But actually, I'm kind of surprised a lot of people are picking Southeastern to beat Rice. 49% going with Southeastern and 51% going with Rice. You know what? I think Southeastern is going to knock off Rice here. I got Southeastern advancing in this regional. Here, what the regional is 2 losses. Yeah, I mean, you get a double elimination tournament going on here. That's how the regional has always been. So I got Utah Valley playing Rice, and I got Southeastern playing LSU. If you lose in your first game in the Baton Rouge Regional, you'll be playing tomorrow at 2. It's if you're Central Time. If it's 3 o'clock, if you're on the East Coast, and so on, so on. So, talking about pitching matchups here, Wyatt Marks, he's 14-1 for the Raging Cajuns. He's had a pretty solid year this year, and he's only a freshman. So, UL is going to have a really good pitcher for years to come if he keep up his pace here in his college. Which, I mean, I've seen Wyatt Marks pitch. He's a very good pitcher, and he's I've seen his fastball get up to like 95, 96 when he throws. So he's pretty solid at his fastball speed. So it's going to be a real tough one for these Princeton Tigers to be able to hit. And I think Princeton here, they've had a pretty good year so far. Okay, they got actually the Raging Cajun website's got the countdown going 5 hours, 53 minutes, and 8 seconds here. Game day coverage. Let's see. Time, watch live, listen live. They got all that stuff all lined up, ready to go. Letting everybody know that they got a regional here in Lafayette here. Let's see. Who is all going to get done today? Yes, I know this. Come on, website. You got to communicate with me a little bit. Come on. We've had a good fair share of runs. 82 degrees has a high, low at 73. So you know it's going to be. Yeah, I think Princeton might be in a surprise if that rain clears out that humidity. Oh man, it's really bad here in Louisiana. It gets real hot. Oof. It's rough down here. Let's see. Also on Facebook, I'm pretty sure y'all seen this over the news lately. 15-foot alligator was walking on a golf course in Florida. That is a big old gator there. But yeah, it's very fun. Apparently Juicy's not going to be joining the show today because I haven't heard from him at all. So let's see, pitching matchups. I'm surprised I don't even have this up yet. Let's see, Princeton. Why did it bring it? Okay, I don't even know. Don't even know. Last time we did for 10 minutes here. I don't know how long we've been going. Oh, 13 minutes here. Let's see here. Last time I had a hard time sharing with Facebook here. Let's see if I can get it going here. Episode 11 of the LSU UL Lafayette Baseball Preview. I got UL Lafayette winning their first game and LSU winning their first game. LSU's going to be playing Utah Valley and UL will be playing Princeton. So it will be one of those regionals that you will like to see, both of them here. I got the live stream going on Facebook. I'd like to appreciate everybody tuning in to the Fishbowl Radio here via Facebook through our Facebook page if you're there. Or, I mean, you can like us on Facebook. Just search Fishbowl Radio. You can like us there. We're also on iHeartRadio. If you got the iHeartRadio app, you can go search us. And Fishbowl Radio, that's all you got to search, and you'll pull us up. It's like a little fish in a little glass bowl, you know. It says like in black lettering, the Fishbowl Radio. We actually have 2 different logos. We have one that's more like a bluish color. If kind of like it is. The goldfish is more prominent in the logo and has black lettering. Both of them have black lettering in them. The first one on iHeartRadio is White. That was our